Fight fans, last night Bo Nickal finally got fraud checked. One of the most long-awaited fraud checks ever, I think, in UFC history. I mean, there were since this guy's come in, there were so many people annoyed with how he was just an industry plant, being shoved down all the UFC fans' throat by Dana White and the UFC marketing team. I mean, this guy got a main card spot on UFC 300. Off of what? Off of what quality highlights and wins did he get a UFC main card position for UFC 300? It's ridiculous how much Dana White privilege this guy is getting. But after losing in a co-main event at UFC Des Moines, Iowa for a fight night, it doesn't seem likely we are going to have to worry about him being on another UFC pay-per-view main card anytime soon. Without further ado, let's get into the actual fight. So, Reinier de Ridder, by the way, I did pick Reinier de Ridder to win. I didn't think it was gonna be a standing fight though. But Bo Nickal's takedowns were getting stuffed early, and the first time Bo Nickal really actually struggled with getting a fighter down. Obviously, he never really shot a takedown against Paul Craig. That was one of the reasons I was picking Reinier de Ridder, is because Bo Nickal showed he was very intimidated to go to the ground with Paul Craig, and RDR is an even more dangerous jiu-jitsu practitioner, whatever the fucking word is. Anyway, so I chose Reinier de Ridder, but I didn't think the fight was going to be standing. But I did say if the fight was standing, I made a really dumb prediction in my last video. Even though I was picking Reinier de Ridder to win, I did say something very dumb in which I said that Bo Nickal could win this if he just stands and strikes, which obviously is not the case. I thought by the Val Woodburn fight that this guy had some kind of like power. No actual technical ability, of course, as the Val Woodburn fight didn't show that. He just swung wildly and got the knockout. But I would think that he at least had some power, and we also see the downfall of American wrestling, quite frankly, with this. There no more is the era where fighters like Chael Sonnen, Daniel Cormier, who else? John Jones, who else started in wrestling? I'm trying to think. Brock Lesnar, all these guys who started in collegiate wrestling, NCAA wrestling, and then, transitioned to MMA. That time of them being on the top is coming to an end. We see other forms of wrestling like Sambo, a Chechnyan and Dagestani more style freestyle wrestling is taking over American wrestling. Anyway, so yeah, Bo Nickal loses to Reinier de Ridder. I don't know what can say. I mean, I can't help but say I feel a little bit bad for Bo Nickal. I mean, because it's not, his fault really. Like, okay, he was cocky. He was being very annoying in the build. One thing I almost forgot to say, I don't ever want to see Bo Nickal compare himself to Hamzat again. And I don't want any UFC fans, especially American UFC fans, comparing Bo Nickal's finishing ability on the ground to Hamzat's ever again, all right? Hamzat doesn't struggle to get takedowns. He takes people down. He takes the best of the best fighters down with ease, and he looks for submissions immediately. Bo Nickal struggles to get a lot of fighters, like Cody Brundage, initially struggled to get him down before submitting him. But when Hamzat takes a guy down, he's immediately looking for the submission. You can't say the same with Bo Nickal. His wrestling hasn't even translated that well to the UFC. On with the main event. Cory Sandhagen beats Figueiredo. Now, I did pick Cory Sandhagen to win, and I didn't want that to happen, but I just picked him because of age difference, the height difference. I also thought that Cory is more comfortable in the bantamweight weight class because he's been in it longer. He's a more comfortable 135er. Now, it was sad to see. I like Figgy a lot, so this was sad to see. But I don't know. This was one of the weirdest main events ever because Figgy just kept shooting for like these leg lock, jiu-jitsu leg lock. I don't know what he was doing. I'm a casual, so I don't even know what the specific move he was doing was. But, Cory Sandhagen has put Ryan Hall in his corner recently, and he had him in the corner for this fight. So out of all the things to be attacking Cory on, the jiu-jitsu was not a good idea. Maybe he saw that what many people were anticipating, which was that Cory was going to use his distance and management and his, power, just really the height and reachability difference. He was going to use that to his advantage. He didn't really have to, as we saw He just usually it was ground and pound after Figgy would shoot these locks. Now, according to Sandhagen, the way Figgy's knee got fucked up was, according to Sandhagen, was intentional to lock it. So then, when you fall forward, it just gets mangled. Um, no matter what happened, impressive by Cory Sandhagen. Sadly, Figueiredo, I don't, he might have. It's sooner and sooner. It seems that retirement is inevitable. He is, I think, 37 now. He's probably going to have to get some kind of surgery or go through, physical rehabilitation after this injury. And by then he will be 38, 39. It's not looking good in one of the most competitive divisions like bantamweight, where it seems like every day there's new contenders or there's just a new guy who seems like they're going to take over. And what's next for Cory Sandhagen? What's next for Cory Sandhagen is, I think, Sean O'Malley. And I say that because I think Sean O'Malley is going to lose to Merab in the rematch. I think Merab is going to beat Sean O'Malley. And then I think that would be a really fun fight for a fight night main event, is Cory Sandhagen versus Sean O'Malley. That would be a lot of fun, or a co-main event for a pay-per-view. I think that's a fight that would be a lot of fun. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.